Hey fam and friends, welcome back to Artsy Mama B, where creativity meets inspired growth. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found your way. Today, I want to talk to you about something close to my heart, something simple and powerful. The idea is to just get started anyway. So this video is for you, the artist who stopped painting or sketching, the writer who hasn't written in years, the dreamer who put their dreams on hold because life just got too loud. I'm here to tell you to just get started anyway. Even if you feel rusty, much like myself, this is something new to me. I am a 40-year-old online tutor who can talk to students on the other side of the computer, but talking to a green light on my laptop or on my camera makes me feel like I'm a little bit insane. But even if you think it's too late, or even if your inner critic is shouting that no one will care, just do it anyway. So I turned 40 not too long ago, and I've been reflecting on the path that got me here. For as long as I can remember, I've always grown up dreaming big. Delusional level dreaming big. I dabbled in everything creative. For as long as I can remember, I was really into the creative arts. I painted, I drew, I was a theater nerd. I imagined a life of storytelling. Whatever medium, I wanted to share stories and invite others into a world of creativity and imagination. Life gently nudged me in another direction, but I thought, hey, I will live no regrets because I gave everything a go. I never really stopped creating. Drawing, painting, block printing, making tiny stop motion animation, scribbling stories on margins of books. That fire never really went out. It just flickered in quieter places. Life's too short to wait until you're ready. Whatever it is that you want to do, just do it anyway. One of the biggest hurdles I faced was time. Another was overthinking. I had this voice in my head saying, if it's not perfect, don't bother. I'd spend hours researching the right supplies, waiting for the right moment, setting scene for creativity, but it never really happened. It never really led to actually creating. That's called analysis paralysis. When preparation becomes a kind of procrastination, we want things we create to be meaningful and intentional. But sometimes that desire turns into delay. Did you know that Albert Einstein didn't start speaking fluently until the age of 9? He was labeled slow in school. His early academic life was far from brilliant, and yet he reshaped our understanding of the universe. He followed curiosity relentlessly, trusting the process even though it didn't lead to immediate answers or applause. Sometimes breakthroughs come after what feels like a failure, but only if you keep trying. Here's the truth about what I've learned. Even today, like as we speak, you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to start. Begin messy, unsure, awkward, and start before you're ready. Fear. That sneaky little voice that whispers, you're just not good enough. No one will care. You missed your chance. Creativity thrives in courage, not confidence. Courage to try even when you're unsure. Courage to make bad art. Courage to show up for yourself anyway. You have to have courage to show up for yourself. No one else will. So my patron saint of visual arts of all time is Señora Frida Kahlo. I have loved Frida since I was a teenager, and the thing that resonated about her with me was her courage, her ability to push past the pain and create anyway. At the age of 18, Frida suffered a devastating car accident which left her severely injured, and she was in pain for the rest of her life. I will go through the life of Frida Kahlo in future videos. If you're interested, please subscribe and join us so our YouTube paths will cross again. But continuing on with Frida, she actually started painting in bed. Her dad brought her a canvas. They installed a mirror on her bed. So you know those beds with the bed frames on it? They installed a mirror so that she could create self-portraits. And she started painting from bed using a mirror to reflect her face, her suffering, her identity. Although she was in severe pain, severe chronic pain, heartbreak, political turmoil, but she turned everything, all of it, into fierce, vibrant, and deeply personal art. She didn't wait for healing. She just painted through the pain. So if you get anything from today, I hope that you look into Frida further, because she is just such an inspiring artist. The truth is, you're never too late. Your voice, your story, it matters, especially because it's real, because it's yours. Would you rather live with the fear of not being sure you're good enough and never giving anything a go, or would you rather live with the pain of regret and wasted potential? Personally, I want to thrive as an old person, knowing that I tried with all my Vegemite to live my ordinary life to the fullest, making sure that although my dreams and visions and ambition far exceed my talent, I tried. And that's all we can really ask of ourselves. So here's what I've learned about starting. First is you have to start small. One sketch, one paragraph, one walk by the ocean with a notebook in your hand. Just start small. Number 2 is to make your creative practice sacred but not serious. What does that mean? Essentially, creativity is play, not pressure. Third, let it be imperfect. This is my second video talking to the camera, although you will see this first, and then you'll see the warm-up I did later on in another episode. Let it be imperfect, because it will be. And that's where the magic lies. It's you. And nobody's perfect in this world. So why not share your story? Don't be so scared and terrified of being judged by others. Anyone who's going to comment in a stranger's video pointing out all the negative things that they've seen, if it's constructive feedback, please, I welcome it. But if it's just a crap on how I look on camera, then you can kindly F off. The last one is use what you have. Start with what you have where you are. Time, space, energy, even 10 stolen minutes at the end of the day or at the beginning of the morning can spark your creative light one more time. So Van Gogh started painting at the age of 27. Finding his purpose took time. And at the end of his life, he only sold one single painting. From an outsider's point of view, that's really tragic. But if you look at his body of work, it's amazing. He literally changed the trajectory of modern art. If people like Van Gogh didn't exist, there wouldn't be any contemporary art museums. There wouldn't be experimental artists. So he's one of the pioneers. He created in darkness. He had severe mental health concerns. He lived in abject poverty. He was ridiculed by others, but he kept going. Over his life, he created over 2,000 pieces. It wasn't driven by fame or validation, but a deep, aching need to express himself and to express the world as he saw it. You don't need success to start. You just need heart and courage to get started. And even though things like fame, money, and accolades never come to you, creativity is the gift and the achievement in itself. You just need honesty. You just need heart. Okay, so like a Hollywood epic blockbuster, this video was years in the making. Not because of production issues or film budget or an overbearing starlet. It was simply because of procrastination, fear, and the chaos of living daily life. But what I've really come to realize is that you don't need permission. You don't need a fancy studio. I'm in a hotel room right now, a very lovely hotel room, but you don't need a fancy studio. You don't need to have published a book or shown in a gallery to speak about creativity. You don't need to have packed a stage or have an Academy Award. You just need to start. Just get started anyway. Just get started anyway. If this video resonated with you, please consider subscribing to the channel so our YouTube paths can cross again, and drop me a comment below. What creative dream have you been quietly carrying inside? I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to create a community with like-minded, like-hearted people. And I really wanted to thank you for sharing your time with me today. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep creating. Bye. Hi guys, if you enjoy creative living, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, I put this inside out. That's better.